Welcome to Dimensional Weave. I would like to encourage you to pick a card. This is a timeless reading, and the message you get here will be applicable to you when you find this. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Which card did you pick? 1, 2, or 3? If you picked the first card, here's why. The Eight of Wands tells me that lately you've been feeling like life has been dragging its feet, almost as if you've become stagnant. However, the fact that you picked this card means the energy around you is about to accelerate in a way you can't ignore. The Eight of Wands represents fast-moving energy and pure momentum. So Spirit is saying you should expect sudden news or an opportunity opening up for you rapidly. For someone in the collective whose name or surname starts with an L, as well as somebody whose name or surname starts with a J, I see a door opening for the two of you very soon. It's almost as if this door is going to open before you even get a chance to knock on it. This plan is already in motion behind the scenes, and your name is being discussed in conversations you aren't even aware of yet. This could be applicable to two completely unrelated members of the collective, or it could be a message for two people who are somehow related or affiliated, currently manifesting a common goal. I would love to hear from you if this is applicable to you. Please comment down below. For the rest of the collective, if you pick this card, in the next few days I need you to stay light on your feet and be on high alert, ready to react to unexpected events of any kind. When something unexpected comes in very quickly, often we tend to go into panic mode, or we begin to hesitate and overthinking sets in. I'm telling you now, you picked this card for a reason, and that reason was so that I can warn you in advance that a window of opportunity is opening up for you really soon, but it comes with a warning. This is a very tight window of opportunity opening up for you, one which will close almost as fast as it opened up. Unfortunately for this one, you do not have time to hesitate and overthink, so be prepared to identify and react to this opportunity very quickly. For some of you, this opportunity could mean travel. It could also mean that you might get an opportunity to relocate. For another, it could be that you're waiting on a message from someone who's been quiet for far too long. And also for another member of this collective, a sudden yes will come in this week for something you've been waiting on. Spirit is saying, stay vigilant and ready to move fast. The timing of these events coming in are in divine alignment with your soul's journey. What was previously delayed is now being released for you. If the second card was calling you, here's why. This week, the Four of Swords comes as a reminder that your power grows in stillness. Until now, you've been pouring too much of your energy into too many battles, and Spirit is telling you to pause for a moment. You're being asked to take a step back for a brief period in order to protect yourself against burnout. Spirit is not asking you to give up on your plans or to stop fighting for that dream you've been manifesting for so long. Spirit is asking you to withdraw from the chaos for a brief period strategically. You need to do this just long enough for you to properly ground yourself and to clear your energetic field. You need to come back into alignment with what it is that you're actually fighting for, so that you can return to the battlefield sharper than ever. I'm hearing that you've been so busy waging war that you've started to forget what you're actually fighting for in the first place. You're starting to lose perspective. As I'm speaking to you, I'm picking up that someone in this collective who's listening to my voice right now is thinking to themselves, he doesn't understand in what situation I am. I can't stop fighting now. I have no choice. I have to keep going. I'm going to speak to you directly now, and you'll know who you are because you'll feel a jolt in your spirit right now as you listen to my voice. I want you to listen to me very carefully. Do not be deceived. You're being warned because you do not know what in the future lies, but Spirit does. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, here's an example for you. Compare your situation to a Formula 1 race where the stakes are insanely high. Entire nations depend on one person in one vehicle to perform a miracle. Then I want you to compare the advice that Spirit is giving you to the driver pulling over for a pit stop to refuel and to have new tires fitted on the vehicle. These pit stops are very brief, but they absolutely make the difference between winning and losing. Can you imagine how much time would be lost if the driver ran out of fuel in the middle of a lap and was stuck there forced to wait for assistance to come, this would likely cost them the race. It's exactly the same with your situation. If you do not disconnect from the chaos soon for a very brief breather, you're going to burn out completely, and this could end up costing you the race. Don't do it. You have to prioritize your mental and physical health at this time. Spirit is telling you that what you're currently fighting for is way too important, and that you've put in too much effort for you to fall off the rails now. Don't say you never warned. For everybody else in this collective, the message is simple. If your mind has been overrun with noise, take a step back, briefly, and recover your strength. Allow space for your inner voice to rise above the chaos. For some of you, this very strong message today could be pointing towards recovery from a stressful situation or trauma. Others might be dealing with a recent heartbreak or grieving a loss. Maybe some of you are dealing with an illness, or you're simply just being burnt out by being on all the time. You'll know if this message is applicable for you, and for each of you, it'll mean something different. Remember, Spirit is preparing the next chapter for you, but you need to rest now so that you can actually be alive in order to partake in your next chapter. If you pick the third card, here's why. The Five of Wands speaks of competition, conflict, and the tests we have to face in life in order for us to learn resilience. Right now you might feel like you have something to prove, but here's the truth. Not every battle deserves your sword. For some of you, this card is simply telling you that there's nothing wrong with a healthy challenge in life, something like being prepared to level up or to claim your space in life. For others, however, this card is telling me that you're over-investing your time and your energy into senseless arguments, which are draining the life force out of you. Somebody here is dealing with a situation of clashing egos. For this person, I need you to look at your situation from a third-person perspective. See both arguments here from an unbiased lens and ask yourself if your ego is really worth what you're prepared to give up just for the sake of winning this argument. This card could also be speaking to somebody who's currently experiencing a lot of tension and stress and is trying to carry all of that weight on his or her own, purely out of fear for being called a weakling. Listen to me, Spirit is saying to you right now, you are not a weakling. You're actually much stronger than most, because not everybody would have been able to carry this for so long in silence. It's time to recognize your own strength and appreciate it, while also acknowledging that you're a human, and sometimes we need other humans to help us with stuff. If this were not true, there would only be one of us on this earth. For the entire collective, Spirit is asking you, is what you're battling now absolutely worth your energy? Or is it just a distraction sent your way to teach you how to focus? Remember, the goal is never about outshining others. It's about becoming undeniable in your own light. It's about standing your ground and fighting for what you want. But don't lose yourself in the scramble. Don't lose focus on what you're actually fighting for while trying to stroke your ego or to gain recognition. Real victory does not come from defeating others in this sense. It comes from walking away from anything as a stronger version of yourself than you were the day before. This must be your goal in life. Do not try to be like somebody else. Try to be like you. Be who you truly are. Because when you're fully authentic, you don't care about who takes first place. You'll soon realize that each person has their own race, and that there is no such thing as first, second, and third place. When you realize this, you'll see that since there's only two people in your race, you and the person you were yesterday, there's only two states of victory here, winning or losing. Choose wisely. If this resonated for you, please comment down below. Please comment down below which card you chose and whether this resonated for you. I'll see you next time. Make sure you follow me. I am Dimensional Weave.